If you or a loved one are a regular listener to the Bitchen Boutique, you may be entitled to an apology. Details within. Welcome to Pitney and Amelia's Bitchen Boutique.
We may be awful, but
we're right. Yeah. Oh my God, remember yesterday when I texted you and said that I had just driven past a billboard that said in huge letters, "Chill out, eat a pickle"?
Yes.
Which was like the funniest, most eye-catching billboard I'd seen in a long time. Certainly better than the one that in giant letters it said, "Thanks, Elon," which I'm sure Elon Musk paid for.
Yes, I remember you told
because
me.
It was right in the middle of all that shit a year ago. Anyway, or I guess it was earlier in the year, last year, because I was still driving to work?
Yeah.
Or no, it might have been when I was driving to radiation. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not important. But I tried to find out whose billboard it is. Because I was kind of hoping that it meant, oh, here's some little cute local pickle company.
Oh, God, that would be fabulous.
Because if a local company put that up, I would have been so excited, and I would have been like, I'm going to eat all your pickles.
Oh, yes.
God damn it. I will always eat a pickle.
And you know me, I love pickles. You know that.
I know you do.
Only dill, not sweet.
What about bread and butter?
No, only dill. For me.
But there's 10 billion kinds of dill.
Oh, yeah, but I don't like the sweet or the bread and butter.
I love every flavor of pickle I've ever had.
Yeah.
There is not a bad pickle. Because I love vinegar. I think that's why. I love vinegar and I love salt.
Mm-hmm.
I love a brine. But here's the thing. So, it's a billboard for Grillo's Pickles, which that name jumped out at me.
Oh, I love those.
I don't think I've had them, but I went to their website to find out, because I was hoping they were local.
Uh-huh.
They're actually out of Boston, and they're totally nationwide. So I do have to find them, and I do have to. I mean, they're definitely available pretty much everywhere.
Oh, seriously, to die for.
Oh my God!
I buy them every time we do the Costco run.
Okay.
I buy the big tub of the Grillos. They're so fucking good.
Oh man, okay. Are they like kosher dilly? Are they
are
that
are
kind of...
like, they're on the borderline of fresh cucumber and pickle.
Oh, I like that.
And when you take them out, they're just covered in dillweed, which I really like.
Oh my God. I miss growing dill.
Yeah,
I used to grow dill all the time. That's one of the best things
like
to grow.
Eating fresh cucumber. Oh my God, they're so good. And they have a new one that came out that it's their same sort of style of pickle, but with hot peppers.
Oh. I had a friend who used to make her own pickles, but she also, she was Italian. She grew all her own tomatoes. She grew all her own peppers. She grew all her, huge garden. And every year she would make different kinds of pickles. And because her husband is like a major habanero freak, she would make like a sweet pickle that had habanero in it. And it was still like a cucumber pickle, but it was brined. It was jarred with habaneros
it's still
in
a cucumber pickle, but it has hot pepper in the brine. It's not.
But that was the first time I ever got that close to a habanero. That was the first time I experienced habanero in any way. And I gotta say, because there was sweetness in the pickle in the brine, it made habanero acceptable to my palate. Normally, it's too scary. Like, I like a little spice, but I'm a wimp compared to most people. And I'm very big on it better have a flavor and not just heat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because just heat is just, you might as well That's self-harm, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah,
like, the
but
people
you know me,
who
like,
just want things to,
I like the Indian curry that makes that makes me cry. Because
But
there's
curry
flavor
has
with it.
flavors.
Yeah.
Like, Indian food is so
Yeah.
aromatic, and most of their heat also has a lot of aroma to it. But things like hot sauce that's just, it only exists to kill people, and make them shit their
Yeah, I
brains
don't know,
out or
like,
whatever.
yeah,
I
like the
don't,
ghost pepper sauce and stuff. I don't understand because it's like it's
I will
so hot.
never.
There's no flavor, you know.
Right. If it's going to kill me, if it's going to actually harm me, that's criminal as far as I'm concerned. Like, there should be a reason. If it's categorized as food, it should have food value.
Yeah, I
Like
remember
flavor.
we went to that. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but the restaurant, the burger place that was like on one of those TV shows, and Darren actually signed the waiver to try
Oh,
to
to get the
eat
hottest burger they had.
the ghost pepper burger.
Oh God. Was it like in San Antonio or something, or
I
was it up
think
in
so.
Austin?
It was like on the outskirts. Yeah, I can't remember exactly,
Okay.
but it was like on the outskirts of Santa. Yeah, I mean, we still lived in Austin at the time, so I don't. My
Oh,
perspective
it could be. Yeah,
was
this
different.
whole area has.
Yeah, my
There's so
perspective
many
was way
options out here.
different, but yeah, we went there. It was kind of in the sticks. I do remember that, but it was a cool
Yeah.
place. And Darren, yeah, signed the waiver,
Oh my
but
God.
wasn't able to finish the whole thing, so he didn't get the T-shirt. Damn it!
Oh my God. Oh, did it harm him in any way? Did he have regrets the next day when he felt it again?
Honestly don't remember.
His internal organs must be used to that shit by now. Even if he's not used to ghost pepper level, he likes spicy so much that it probably wouldn't affect him the way it would affect. Like
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
like our friend who will probably listen to this someday. She's very far behind, but green bell peppers are spicy, even though they're a literal 0 on the Scoville
Like, what the hell is
scale.
up with that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like, seriously, a bell pepper.
Oh my God, you've never told me that. That is so funny.
No,
and
she's
it's
very
fucking
sensitive.
insane.
Like, there's peppers in this. I need to dump sour cream on it to cut through all those peppers. And it's like, they're not even jalapenos. Even jalapenos are really low on the Scoville chart.
Oh
But
God, yeah.
yeah. Oh my
Like,
God.
I can actually put jalapenos in things now, and Mom does not complain.
Oh man.
She'd be like, "Oh, Pitney, this is just delicious. It's wonderful."
Well, it's like the cranberry sauce that I make at Thanksgiving that has jalapenos cooked into it, and then you leave the cooked jalapenos in there as long as you want, but there's also a shit ton of sugar and whatever, and it's cranberry, so that it already has all the acidic shit and the sweet shit, and the jalapeno just adds, I mean, there is some heat, but it's primarily flavor because it's only a jalapeno. But I mean, I always warn people, because some people are like her and can't eat a bell pepper.
Oh, totally. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I will never understand.
But that's so fucking funny to me. But God bless her. Yeah, that's so funny.
I was a wimp. When the first pizza that I had when we moved to Texas was at Mr. Gaddy's, and we ordered like an everything pizza.
Oh.
Not realizing that you have to specify everything but jalapenos.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to say not anchovies, not shrimp, not, you don't have to list everything in the world. They know that. But apparently jalapeno, you have to specify. It was like, that was a big, giant welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like, I shouldn't expect a jalapeno on a pizza. I get it. But,
I had a dream Like, literally.
I had a dream.
Literally this morning, shortly before I woke up,
Okay.
I literally dreamed that I was eating some fictitious food product called shrimp brine.
Interesting.
On like little, like maybe like slices of baguette.
Was it like ground up shrimp?
No, it was like
a paste?
It was like brine. It was like slimy and mucusy.
How delicious.
And it was like this really weird salty thing called shrimp brine that came in like a little tube that looked like it was like lip balm or something. Isn't that the weirdest fucking thing?
Oh my god.
And I would have never remembered that if you had not just said
shrimp. If I hadn't
shrimp.
just said shrimp.
And I just
because
had
we were
I
just
had
talking
to
about
share,
brine.
Because that's fucking weird.
That is weird.
Shrimp brine. It's not even
Shrimp
a thing.
brine.
It's not a thing.
Shrimp. It's shrimpy and it's briny.
We could make it. I think it was like...
I mean, I couldn't eat it.
My impression was that it was like caviar. But it was shrimp. That was my impression in the dream.
Oh my god, how gross. Oh, it would make me vomit so fast. Because even if it tasted okay and I could choke it down, I would eventually vomit. There's a really good chance of that.
Oh no, I know, and you have
because of my shrimp issues.
Oh yeah,
which
and
may or may not
this
still be.
did not taste good.
Oh, I bet it didn't.
But I just had to share.
Welcome to the Skeptical Chaps with myself, Spike, and my esteemed co-hosts, Dr. Dan and Ollie.
Hello. Hello.
Every episode we're on to know about anything from news, social media, politics, current affairs, absolutely anything that annoys or delights us. And if you're underage or easily offended, you probably should not be listening. But Dr. Dan wants you to listen anyway.
Give it a go.
Thank you.
We've been contacted by the Bitchen Boutique.
Oh, hello.
You know
Yeah.
Bitchen Boutique? You know they have a little jingle that they play for us, apparently.
Yes, yes.
I think they're saying it's a bit out of date now. And they said, could we send them a new one? Can we make them a new one? And I'm thinking, we're far too lazy and disorganised to do that. So if you want to take a clip from this, right now what I'm saying, and play that in your podcast, Bitchen Boutique, we'd be fine with that.
I support this message.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you for listening to the Bitchen Boutique podcast, whatever the hell that's about. I don't know what they're talking about in this episode, but I'm sure I agree with it. And, listen to us as well.
Yes, we're the
Skeptical Chaps.
We're the three skeptical
Yeah.
chaps, but there's only two of us.
And if you don't-
Two Skeptical Chaps, but there's three of us.
How
Yeah,
very dare
that's
you.
Is
it.
the Bitchen Boutique still bitching?
Diplomatic community.
Anyway. Oh god. Okay, so we definitely need to, get started.
Yeah.
But, before we really get into things, I don't want to forget to apologize to any listeners who were inspired after hearing the last episode to Google, like, butter stuff. Because I gotta say, even though I had been curious, obviously, with the conversation that we had, I had been thinking about it before I read the story to Pitney. And, but I had not Googled until after that. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna look. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you haven't, don't. Just don't.
Oh.
Because you know how there's certain things that are just burned in your brain, things you wish you'd never looked at.
Yeah.
They like a picture or something that you're like, I wish I'd never seen that
Yeah.
because it's just there. There's a porn star. I don't remember her name. I don't care. Apparently she is known for her gaping hairless anus. And apparently she's like...
She's into butter.
So I have seen her butthole
Ah.
with just the hint of the butter that's inside. Shall I just say?
Oh, see, yeah, I do not need to ever
Absolutely
see that.
disgusting. And I know if everything I would ever want to know about how do you do weird shit with butter, I would be able to find out from her, but I don't want to know. And I like anyone else who saw an image like that.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
I never.
I
have seen
apologize. But you had to have known. If you were Googling it, you were accepting the risk of, I don't know what I'm going to see. I mean, that's one of the reasons why my search history is probably so fucking frightening. Because I will always just have a thought. Like, remember how I used to, back when we learned of the existence of plushophiles, and
Oh, yes.
and we were also like, because a lot of plushophiles were also furries, but not real. I mean, it's like I love to fuck my stuffed raccoon from Pocahontas, and I like, obviously I'm aroused by this cartoon raccoon, but that doesn't make me a raccoon. Whatever. But back in the day when we were so into that kind of shit, I learned of the existence of finnies, which is spelled Pinnnies, which is short for like dolphin. People who were into like aquatic mammals.
Oh my God, I remember the finnies.
And do you remember that there was artwork by someone who was really turned on by the idea of a horse fucking a dolphin?
No,
I have memories of these things, and I have in more recent years tried to find evidence of what we saw back then, because I'm swearing to people that it's true. But I think all them Geocities sites from back in the day.
Yes.
The old
oh God, yes.
The old fetish web rings and things that used to be out there.
Yes.
Oh,
my God.
web rings. You could find so much weird shit. That's why it was called surfing.
Yeah, Geocities, it was like all the weird porn and all the weird fandom was Geocities.
Yeah. Because people could just,
do whatever the
create.
fuck they wanted. Yeah, it was a...
Yeah.
It was
and you had your hit counter. You had your visual... You had your little, moving little animated doodads around the outside. And you would be part of a web ring, and you could just... You find one website completely by accident, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and it's like, oh, here's friends of theirs. Let's go to the next one in the ring. And now you're on something you had no idea you just walked into.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the good old days of the internet,
Oh,
I gotta say.
And it
was less useful, but it was more fun.
Oh, it was fabulous. And it reminds me of like when I was like watching this interview with John Waters that was talking about making all those movies, and doing all the stuff with the coquettes in like the early 70s.
Oh God.
And I just remember him saying like it was sexual anarchy, but it was just such a fabulous good thing. And to me that is like Geocities. It wasn't necessarily sexual anarchy, but it was just like
it was definitely
subculture
weirdo
anarchy. And you didn't know what the fuck you were going to get. And it was so wonderful,
Oh, my God. Yeah, you definitely went onto the internet at your own peril. And that was when our dial-up connections were so slow that you were really committed. Once you were like, I really want to look at some weird shit, because you had to wait for shit to load.
You had to wait for 5 minutes for a fucking picture. Oh, yeah. And don't you remember, like, God, downloading a song was like an all-night thing?
Oh, yeah, you had to, like, when you were, what was it, Napster and all those things, you had to, like, set things up to download, and you had to, like, pick a place to download it from, but there were other ones, too, like the torrent things, where it's all just files being moved constantly. And if you clicked on the same one that someone else was clicking on, then the bandwidth was like, bleh, so it had like, it basically was like, oh, we'll let you know when this is done. It's being touched by someone else right now, so now you have to wait your turn.
Oh, I remember waiting whole nights for like a song.
The 90s.
Oh, or like downloading anime videos, and you'd literally wait
Lord.
all fucking day for like a 25-minute long episode.
Right. And you're hoping it's what it says it is.
Yeah.
Because it's not like there's previews. It's not like you can just click on it and go, yeah, that's the one. You're
Usually
doing it by
that
name.
was, though. The anime
Yeah,
stuff.
anime
usually,
people weren't fucking with each other, but you never knew, you know? I bet there were a lot of people out there who were putting videos up of, like, I don't know, themselves jerking off or whatever, but calling it something else in hopes that random people would see their
Oh,
dick.
yeah, but I remember I got in trouble, like, when I was working at UT. Well, not in trouble, but...
I was gonna say, where's this going?
Because you know that, but when I was really into anime,
Yeah.
I would download, like, entire shows.
Series. Yeah.
Onto my computer at work because it was like that. And then I would bring blank CDs and just burn them onto blank CDs
Oh, God.
to watch them at home.
Yeah, I could see why that would get you in trouble.
And then they didn't like it. And it wasn't even so much the download, it was the upload. Because when you BitTorrented...
Oh, it's going back and forth.
Or uTorrent, it goes back and forth. So it wasn't so much the download, it was the upload.
Oh, my.
And like, I was friends with the guy, the IT guy for the library system. And he was like, yeah, you can't download all that anime anymore because they're starting to ask me questions. And
like, why is there these surges of bandwidth or something? Yeah.
But I don't want you to get me in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble, so you need to stop, like, downloading hundreds of episodes of anime.
It is so handy to be friends with the IT guy. That helped. I mean, when I had one who I thought would have been my worst manager ever. Well, he still kind of was. But the one who was just, like, trying to get me disconnected from things that I had been connected to before. I was over in his department on, like, a temporary reassignment. And it's like, you can't take away all of my access to the things that I use when I'm not here. But he didn't like the fact that even though I didn't have... I mean, this was back when it was like, no, you can't have email. Eventually they figured out that email wasn't going to kill people. But he was like, why do you have an email account? And I'm like, because I've needed it in the past. I said, I'm not looking at it on my computer here. I'm looking at it in another computer. I go to the computer lab that exists for people who don't even have computers for their job, but they might have to look up job listings or whatever, so that they can have access to work stuff. He hated the fact that I had email. Like, who the hell did I think I was?
So
and
weird.
He would submit paperwork to IT to get rid of my email account. And it would always land on Stan's desk, and then Stan would call me and go, I got another one.
Oh,
he's like
stupid.
He was always like, I've told him 100 times, like, this needs to be signed by the employee whose access it is. You can't do it without their approval. I'm like, he has never talked to me about it. He's never said a word.
It's so fucking weird.
After, and it was, because that was the whole thing with, what is this picture? And I won't go into the what is this picture story.
That was
but
so
that
stupid.
Was what, because he absolutely a shithead who had it in for me and was going to look for a way to get me into trouble. Piece of shit. Managers suck. I don't work anymore. Anyway. Oh my God.
Are you looking for a movie podcast with deep dives, interviews, and thoughtful film analysis?
We ain't got none of that. What do we got?
You want to hold the bucket?
Right, I'll hold the bucket, sit in the
I'll
cuff
just
chair.
stand there with I will never blink. I'll just be there holding the bucket.
I will never blink. R.I.P. That sweet, sweet pussy. It is known that Jessica Tandy had the sweetest in Hollywood.
If you don't know, Google it. Don't Google Jessica Tandy's guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Doom Generation.
Available anywhere you find podcasts.
So shall we move on to peeves?
I would love to do some peeves, and I went first last time, so would you care to peeve?
Yeah.
Peeves.
My peeve. It's kind of a two-parter.
You've been doing a lot of
But
two-parters.
the first part will be very, very short because it's kind of related. But I didn't realize that my initial thing was something that thousands and thousands of people hate and have been complaining about online for years, and I did not know it until I looked it up. So I will say that my initial one was, but then it changed. But I just want to throw it out there because
and apparently so does everyone else.
When people online think they're so special and they're so self-important and people really give a fuck and they're so cutesy that they have to say, well, I did a thing.
Okay.
And then they go on to, they did an art project, or they finally told their stepmother off, or...
That's literally what
Have
we're
you
doing.
not
That's
heard
literally
that
what every social
stupid
media account
vile
is.
term
I don't know
before?
what's the problem with that.
We don't say that phrase.
I did a thing. So the problem is the words "I did a
Yeah.
thing."
It's like this catchphrase. Well, I did a thing.
Okay, yeah,
And I've always
I'm surprised
hated
you've ever
that.
seen it, considering how much you're not online.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
have you seen it? You've seen it.
Of course. Like, there's people I follow so I can watch them do things. I mean, there's people I follow because they make things or build things and they're always doing things.
Yeah,
So
but
I
fucking hate that phrase. And apparently there's whole bulletin boards about people saying
there's
how much
still
they hate
bulletin
that
boards?
phrase.
We're old.
Or-
Comment sections
or,
on social media? All right.
comment
Okay.
sections, whatever you want to
Yeah, I
call
have
it.
no idea.
But I fucking hate that phrase so much. Anyone that
Okay.
says it, I want to shoot them because it's so pretentious and so stupid. But I didn't realize that is not a unique thing, that everybody hates that, apparently. And apparently it's considered to be like a millennial thing. And apparently I'm way outdated to hate that phrase.
So it's
But
something
I still hear
millennials
it.
hate, or it's something millennials do?
I think it's something millennials do, but now everybody hates it, is my understanding of it.
So it's young people hate millennials doing it? Because it's, I'm going to say, cringe?
Yeah. Because it's stupid. Yeah, because it's cringe.
Young people...
Yeah.
Because, millennials are old people now. And that's... So anything
I know.
that
Oh,
they
yeah,
do
for sure.
is cringe to young people. I don't see the problem, but okay. I mean, it's not as prevalent and annoying as starting every video with "Hi guys," or whatever.
Oh, and
Okay.
that's going into my next thing, Epic Nate.
Okay.
With his, remember the Epic Nate?
No,
the
I
guy that I
know.
was
You
obsessed
love
with?
him, though. You're obsessed with him, and you love him, and you watch his videos more
Hi
than anyone
guys,
else
this
does.
is Nate here. So tedious.
Okay.
But what I hate about him, and there's another, and I know this is like just a very small thing of the video is for online, but I'm sure that every popular YouTuber does it.
Okay.
Because it seems to be fun, is they have some stupid thing that they randomly said once that people thought was funny.
Okay.
And then every single thing they do, they repeat it over and over and over because they think people still think it's funny. And it fucking irritates
Can
me.
you give me an example? Because
Yeah. So
because again,
Mates.
I'm immediately thinking, well, what are we doing? So, okay.
At one certain period of time, he said, oh, somebody, blah, 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 in the town of White Run, whatever the fuck, got murdered to death, and blah, blah, blah. Yes, it was funny. It was cute. Apparently, all the fanboys just like, oh, murdered to death is the most fabulous, most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
So he finds excuses to say murdered to death?
So now he says it at least 10 times an episode with this little chuckle. And it's stupid. And there's another Skyrim blogger that apparently was talking, and I know what character it was. This stupid whore vampire that exists in Skyrim only for the players that play with one hand.
Of course.
If you take my meaning.
No, I know.
And she's hated by real Skyrim fans. But talking about her, this one Skyrim vlogger said one time, damn, that chick is hot. So now, he has a little thing of him saying, damn, that chick is hot, with a little spring noise.
And he drops it in. Right.
And that is every time a female character is mentioned in a video game. That gets put in there like 10, 15 times per episode.
Okay. Well,
that kind of shit drives me crazy because it's, and a thing that you will recognize a reference.
Okay.
Remember in Little Britain how fucking hilarious it was when Marjorie went, well, screw yeah. That was the most fabulous, funniest thing ever, right?
Okay.
But do you remember he did that 2 times after, and it was fucking lame?
I don't. I honestly don't remember which character that is. But, so, like, catchphrases. You don't like a catch. I mean, we're loaded with them.
Stupid.
But we're loaded with them, so, I mean, we can... I mean, you know, if one of us... I mean, we're not going to say we're not into dips in every episode.
Oh, no.
But if it comes up and it's appropriate, if we have an opportunity to say something about being in or not into dips, we're going to take it. But, I mean, there are creators out there who... Their sense of humor is random, like, side remarks and whatever, and their videos end up having a lot of, like, sort of reaction things, and it's all kind of cut, and sometimes it's their own thing. Like, I'll just say, I love the beautiful Luxaria. I love her so much. But I absolutely love when she drops in a sound effect of her saying, I've got a bucket of piss, sweetie. And I don't even know what the original context of that was.
Yeah.
But, or her saying the word beige, or it's a chemise, or all random things. But I also find her incredibly funny. So when she does things, it's funny. Now, if a lot of, like, you know, con guys, like the extremely socially awkward, think non-funny things are funny, those kind of people, they absolutely think they're being hilarious. And the people who love them think they're hilarious.
Oh, it's just
crazy. That we don't think they're funny in the first place, so we're not going to think it's funny again.
But, you know, like, I don't know. The murdered to death thing, so fucking stupid. It's funny. It was funny once. It was cute. It was funny. Don't say it 10 times a fucking episode.
Yeah, that there is an overkill. But then they're also the same. These are the people who wear the baby blue t-shirt that says, laugh while you can, monkey boy.
Oh, I know. But
because they think that will be the most hilarious thing forever. And it's like, it wasn't particularly funny the first time. But But to them, it's the funniest thing that's
I
ever said.
know, but like I said, like Little Britain, that's the best thing I can think of. When Marjorie said during Fat Fighters, "Well, screw you," it was so funny.
Oh, in my head, I was thinking Marjorie was the fat old lady who was always naked.
Oh no,
that's who I was imagining.
Marjorie was the Fat Fighters.
I can only think of her saying dust. I can't think of her saying anything
And
else.
she did this fabulous thing, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever. And then they did it 2 times more, and it was like, what? You ran out of jokes?
Well,
because it's
series,
not funny.
That series
the second time
was kind of, they were, every one of their characters, for the most part, had like a catchphrase, and so every time a character would come on, like the only gay in the village.
Yeah, and that's every
time you see the only gay in the village, you know he's at some point during the sketch he's gonna say, "I'm the only gay in the village."
Yeah, and that's why
clearly in a room full of gay people.
And that's why the show sucked after 2 seasons, and it went
because
on
it became very
like
apparent.
4.
It's like you guys had like a dozen ideas,
and
you beat them into the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and that shit drives me crazy.
Anyway, okay.
Hate it.
So, I also have a peeve, and this is sort of a generic thing, and this has bothered me for a long time. But I recently found out that I'm not the only one that thinks this is stupid, and I'm curious what you would think. I'm going to use the example of, I'll say the general thing, and then I'll say an example. So, I think that encores, like at a concert or something, encores must be earned. They shouldn't be like encores are just part of it, like it's pre-planned. We're gonna leave the stage and pretend that we're done.
Oh yeah.
But then we come back out and play our biggest fucking hit that we hadn't played yet. That's not an encore. That's some stupid shit. Like if we went to a Kiss show and they did an entire concert and did not play, let's say, Rock and Roll All Night.
Mm-hmm.
And then the concert's over and we're like, for some of us, it's, oh, thank God, I didn't want to hear that anyway.
Yeah.
Because I've heard it 1,000 times. But they leave the stage and make the audience beg them to come back out.
Oh, it's so stupid. I know.
And what they should be doing is do all your hits during the show. Do all the big things during the show. And then if we beg you to come back out, which may not happen, you shouldn't plan on an encore. It should be, oh my God, what a great crowd. I don't want to go home yet. Let's do a couple more songs.
Yeah.
And that's when you should pull out the B-sides and the deep album cuts.
Oh yeah.
That's when you should do, or like a really unexpected cover of something.
Yeah.
That's what an encore is for. It is not there for you to just pad the time at the end.
And to do fucking Rock and Roll All Night. I know.
To just come out and do the song you should have already done anyway. Like, one of the people I heard talking about this that made me realize, oh, thank God I'm not alone. They were saying about, like, the Backstreet Boys were doing, like, a reunion tour or something. And it's like they took someone who didn't particularly know or like the Backstreet Boys. But because they didn't ever listen to them, they didn't know that, oh, this isn't terrible. They were okay with it. But they, the show's over, they leave the stage, and they come back and do an encore of I Want It That Way. And it's like, the person who didn't know the Backstreet Boys, that's the only fucking song they ever heard of before. And even they were like, that should have been the song you ended the regular show with. You could have built to that. But making it an encore should mean there's a chance it ain't happening, which means you would never. So it's arrogant of a band for an artist to work an encore into the show as, well, they're going to love it so much and they're going to love me so much. Even if it's true, even if you've never not had an encore, but don't come at me being like, you're going to be begging for more. No, fuck off.
Yeah.
If you're an artist, there should be a little bit of insecurity in you. Just enough to be like, someday I'm going to walk out there and they're not going to cheer that much. You know, when you're like playing county fairs or something, you know?
And I'm not gonna
that is
lie,
not the time to be arrogant.
I mean, it's moot now because they don't play anymore. But I would love to go to a Kiss concert where there is no Detroit at Rock City, no God. Deuce, no Rock and Roll All Night,
no Love Gun,
no fucking Love Gun.
Oh my God.
I would just love for them to play their actual good songs.
Like to acknowledge
Detroit at Rock City is
it's a fucking great song.
Fabulous, great fucking song. But I am so fucking sick of it. I do not want to see Kiss play that fucking song ever again.
I should be surprised and excited.
I want to see them play I want to see them play Mr. Speed. I want to see them play The Oath.
Well, that was one of the reasons why,
you know,
when Kiss Alive 3, when they were touring for Revenge, and they recorded Kiss Alive 3, and that was why that was so cool, because they had gotten the new drummer who was so young that he was a Kiss fan growing up, and he lit a fire under them that made them go, we should dust off some old shit.
Yeah.
And they were doing shit like Watching You.
Yeah.
They were doing songs they hadn't done since the 70s. And it's like, when they only had, you know, a handful of albums, so they didn't have that many songs to choose
Making
from.
Love, great song.
Oh my God.
War Machine.
If you go to that show, you're spending half the night looking at your buddy who came with you and going, holy shit, I can't believe they're playing this.
Oh yeah.
It's way more exciting than, can I hear Deuce again?
And wouldn't it be great to, go see them, and then the encore comes. And then you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, it's time for the confetti cannons and the fucking rock and roll all night.
Fucking rock and roll all night. And then they, bust into, Turn on the Night and I.
God damn it.
You know.
I mean, that... And
wouldn't
fuck anyone who wouldn't enjoy that. Because
wouldn't that be awesome?
Anyway. It would be... We would be crying. We'd be so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no! Gina's singing World Without Heroes. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy our show, please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you listen.
If you send us a screenshot of your review, we'll send you a Bitchen Boutique sticker.
Everyone loves stickers! Please subscribe or add us to your favorites wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribers get new episodes first and are also more attractive.
Drop us a line anytime at pitneyandAmelia@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you. And now he's back.
And yes, I have to ask you, what does your shirt say?
Oh, it's just it's a dragon. It's a dragon chant from Skyrim. It says Fusroda.
Okay. Fusroda. Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing from Skyrim.
Well, I'm glad I asked. Oh, God. I was like, what is that, another band I haven't heard of? I have no idea.
I know, it's so funny. I wear this to work, and I get all these old ladies, because they all love me at work, right? And they're like...
Yes, of course.
Fuss? Rhoda? What is that? And I was like, oh, it's a video. It's a thing from a video game. And then, oh, okay, well, you young people, even though I'm
you young people in your video games.
But I get a lot of people that know what it is and talk to me
I'm
about
sure.
it.
I'm sure.
Which is why I like wearing weird shirts to work, because it's good, fun conversation.
Yes. Much like when you got your first tattoo, which was the seal of Rassilon from Doctor Who. And that was
Yeah.
like, what, 92, 93?
Yeah, it was.
Or maybe a little later? It was definitely before 95, for sure.
It was, I think it was for my 30th birthday present.
Oh, it was
So
your
it would have been
30th birthday.
97.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
but see,
because
that
that
was...
was for my 30th birthday.
And that was a good way to be able to tell if because some people would look at it and go, "Oh, that's really cool. Did you design that?" Or some people would be like, "Oh, that's really cool. Is it like Celtic knotwork?"
Yeah.
And some people would go, "Holy shit, is that the seal of Rassilon?"
Yeah.
Because, when Doctor Who wasn't on the air, that was a good way of finding out who knew what Doctor Who was.
Oh, I knew. I
like knowing it
remember...
well enough to instantly recognize it.
Oh, yeah. I remember sitting one time at Kerrville at the folk festival.
Yeah.
And some girl just being like, "Oh my God, your seal of Rassilon is so cool." And I'm like, God, of all the random places to meet another Doctor Who fan, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And every so often someone will recognize, I mean, obviously these are Halloween-y designs on my arm, but when someone knows what they are, when someone recognizes, "Oh my God, we had that when I was a kid," that's
yeah.
that's the
super
best.
cool.